Today, I think it is a good time for us as business leaders to look at our products and services in a fresh light. And this information that we'll be providing is going to help us do that. This slide speaks to now, where, how, and it's a process that is good if we're able to follow. Most of us would have a fairly easy time, I think, identifying where we are now with respect to a product or service. What's going well, what's not going well. We then tend to, all of us, I think, we then tend to jump into the how and start fixing the problems. It's better, I believe, if we can step back after we look at the now and go to where. Where would we like this product to be 6 months from now, 12 months from now? And then circle back and work on the how. We find that it's much easier to prioritize the actions to help us get to where we want to go. Let's chat about product surround for a moment. In our businesses, we have our core products and services that probably takes about 80% of our resources or 80% of our costs to produce those core products and services. And it may have about 20% of the impact or value to our customers. And the reason why I think that might be the case, because if you look at your competitors, they probably all do a fairly good job of their core product and service. But where we can differentiate ourselves in the marketplace with our customers is on the surrounding service. Like, what do we provide around the core? And that may only be 20% of our cost, but provide 80% of the impact from our customer perspective. This example here on the right-hand side of the screen is a gym, is a fitness center. So the core product or service of the fitness center is that they have a nice building, they have some good equipment, and they have some friendly staff. Surrounding that, from a customer's perspective, where do they provide 80% of their value in the marketplace? They have a number of items. So for example, they're open 24/7. They don't have any contracts. They may pay weekly, a customer may pay weekly. But there's a variety of items around the core that they can differentiate themselves in the marketplace and essentially solve some customer issues or customer problems, right, with the surrounding services that they layer into that. The next slide talks about growing the business. And you'll see on here there's 4 items identified. The first one is market penetration. Market penetration is existing products into existing markets. So this one is basically, we're trying to get more market share. We're taking business away from our competitors. And that would be the easiest one because we know our existing products and we know our existing markets. The second one is called market expansion, and that's existing products into new markets. So new markets might be new geographic market, it might be a new demographic market, but it's our existing products into a new market. The third one is called product expansion, and that is new products into existing markets. So we might layer in some new products that we can sell to our existing customers in those existing markets. We may buy a product, we may develop one, but it's going into our existing markets. And then the final one, diversification, new products into new markets. It's the most difficult and it would be the highest risk. I think the importance of this slide is really this. We want to know which one we're going after because it's going to impact our strategies. And we want to select those strategies that have the greatest chance of success. This is the SWOT analysis. Now, you're probably all familiar with the SWOT analysis. Strengths, weaknesses, they tend to be internal to the organization. Opportunities and threats, they tend to be external to the organization. But this is different. This particular tool is different here because it drives to potential strategies and actions. So we ask, once we're done the SWOT, the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, we ask ourselves 4 questions. How can I use these product strengths to capitalize on the opportunities? And we may have 3 or 4 ideas for that. How can I use these product strengths to overcome these threats? And we may have 3 or 4 ideas there. How do I make sure that these weaknesses don't spoil the opportunities? And what if the weaknesses and strengths combine? How do we deal with that? And then we have some potential strategies under each one of those items. So once we've gone through a process where we've done a bit of an analysis on our products and services, we'll have a whole bunch of good ideas, many of them. And what we want to do now as business leaders, say, okay, where are we going to focus on? So we want to drill that down. We want to get the top, let's say, 3 items for us to work on that have the biggest impact on our business. Once we're done those 3 things, then we can go to the next one. But we need to start somewhere, and let's start with the high priority items. So what are our products and services? What is it going to look like in 20 and 21? We'll have elements of our current products and services that are working really well, and we'll probably have some elements that could be modified because they're not working as well as we would like. So let's make some tweaks and let's make some adjustments where necessary. The items that I think we should all be considering as business leaders is, I really like the idea of product surround. And I think taking a fresh look at that for each one of our products and services is important. Secondly, is there opportunities for market penetration and market expansion opportunities. Third, I think that we can do a profitability analysis on our products and services. And the reason I say that is because sometimes we find that there's a product or services that just isn't profitable. And to make it profitable, it just might be too much effort and time and money. And then fourthly, it's always nice every few months or every 12 months to do a competitor analysis to kind of see where we stack up with our competitors. Well, I hope some of this information has been helpful for you to take a fresh look at your products and services. Thank you for your time today.